We're now joined by Ginny Hill, Chief Executive Officer of Girl Scouts of Central and Southern New Jersey, part of our Women Business Leaders series. Ginny, great to have you with us.
Thanks, Steve. It's great to be here.
You got it. Website's up right now. The organization makes a big difference in the lives of younger women and girls, largely around leadership. Is that a fair assessment?
That's a fair assessment. I mean, Girl Scouts is seen oftentimes as an activity and is measured often by parents by what they see girls doing, whether it's arts and crafts or camping or STEM. We have a wide variety of options. But all of the programmatic experiences are intentionally designed so that girls have opportunities to build courage, confidence, and character, which in turn builds leadership.
I'm curious about this. For those who are saying, are the Girl Scouts still relevant? We're moving into 2025, be seen, for the next several months, this program still relevant because
girls still need support in helping to build that inner voice of self-confidence. Social emotional learning is still critical for young people. And what we have done for more than 100 years we've been around, is adapt what and how we do that to meet the contemporary times. So right now is one of those pivotal moments. We're coming out of COVID. We know families and parents are rolling differently in how they live their daily lives, and the girls need different things. And we're in the midst of the journey to make that next adaptation.
What's the Dream Lab?
The Dream Lab. Oh, I'm so excited you asked about that. So the Dream Lab is a really cool facility concept that started in Girl Scouts over the last year or so. We were really excited. We opened the third Dream Lab in the nation in East Brunswick, right here in New Jersey. And it's an experiential learning space. And so we're doing Girl Scout activities and programs in there. It's open to all youth, so not just Girl Scout members can come in and climb the rock wall or, do another kind of an activity. And it's really a way for us to not only have more spaces that are engaging for our youth members, but also to bring the community into Girl Scouts.
Hey, Ginny, this phone, not my phone, any phone, social media, young girl and Girl Scout, go.
Yeah. Go. All right. So, one thing we know is technology is ubiquitous with our kids, right? And we aren't trying to fight that to a large degree because it's really interwoven into all of their lives. At the same time, we're giving girls plenty of opportunities to unplug and get away from that technology. And so whether it is attending Girl Scout camp or doing an activity together in a group in the Dream Lab or some other place. And then on the other hand, we have lots of cool technology programs in our STEM offerings, things like cybersecurity and robotics, which are really workforce skills that they're going to need for the future. So it's a balanced approach, but it can be challenging at times. I hear you.
Clearly, especially with the young daughter having dinner. We're right here. We're not on the phone. Everyone's dealing with that. Hey, Ginny, how the heck did you get so connected to the Girl Scouts? What's the connection for you?
So I've been a nonprofit executive now for more than 25 years. All of my career has been in women and girl focused missions. I believe really strongly in the power of women's leadership. And, I'm old enough to remember when maybe some of the rights and privileges that our young women have today in the workplace, we didn't have when I first started working. And so I'm very passionate about the issues. I see my role at Girl Scouts really as helping to ensure that the girls are not growing up in the same kind of world that maybe I did or my mother did or my grandmother did. So really instilling the change in them. I'm super passionate about that. And, it's a privilege to do the work I do, really.
So the other part of it is service, giving back, not just rhetoric, it's real. Talk about it at the Girl Scouts.
It's real. Our Girl Scouts in our organization, we estimate donate about 250,000 hours of service every year. And that's probably low because that's the stuff I can count. officially. But we really teach girls that, to serve and to give and to make the world a better place are core character values. We think that's really important. It's core to who we are. And there are so many ways girls can do that individually. They do it when they design projects for their gold, silver, or bronze awards. They can do it as a troop, gathering, supplies for an animal shelter or a homeless shelter. And then they can do it as part of big initiatives. Right now we have a national initiative, the Girl Scout Tree Promise, where, girls are trying to give a positive impact on climate change and plant trees all around the country. And so they have multiple ways they can get involved.
Awesome. I would be remiss if I did not ask about the connection between selling cookies and entrepreneurship, which I'm fascinated by. Please.
Yeah. Well, if you, I would venture to guess that if you asked any room of business women how many of them were Girl Scouts, lots of hands would go up. And what we know is that girls find their voice of confidence and their voice of selling and marketing by participating in the Girl Scout cookie program. And so while folks see the Girl Scouts out front of the store, or get hit up to buy cookies online, behind that is a really robust curriculum. We run a program called Cookie University, where girls come ahead of when they're selling to learn sales skills, to learn how to take a no, all the things that we know build business skills and entrepreneurship skills.
And confidence.
And confidence, absolutely.
Yeah. Ginny, I appreciate you joining us and being part of this women business leaders program. And I'm glad, we had corporate folks on. Michelle kicked it off. But to have a not-for-profit leader making a difference in the lives of young women and girls is huge. And I cannot thank you enough for joining us on this very special program, celebrating, recognizing, and promoting women in business and women in New Jersey and across the nation leading. Thank you so much, Ginny. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Steve.
You got it. I'm Steve Adubato. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
At the New Jersey Children's Foundation, we believe all children should have access to a high-quality public education regardless of where they live. We believe schools should place students on paths to success, and we invest in schools and educators who are meeting those needs. Whatever your seat on the bus, student, parent, teacher, business leader, you have a role in our mission. In Newark, district and charter schools show great education is possible. We're working to unite people across the city and state to provide students with the schools they deserve.
Also brought to you by New Jersey Institute of Technology. NJIT makes industry-ready professionals in all STEM fields. NJM Insurance Group, serving New Jersey's drivers, homeowners, and business owners for more than 100 years. New Jersey Children's Foundation, giving all Newark students the opportunity to achieve. IBEW Local 102, lighting the path, leading the way. Hackensack Meridian Health, keep getting better. The New Jersey Economic Development Authority. The Turrell Fund, a foundation serving children. The Northward Center. And by the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, moving the region through air, land, rail, and sea.